numbing, savory and perfectly creamy. I'm going to show you how to get the pork crispy and the sauce silky smooth right in your own kitchen. Let's start with the sauce base. First, combine all the ingredients together now and we will finish the emulsification later. Now, if your homemade sauce ever tastes bitter, it's usually because you prepared the paste in a hurry or toasted the sesame paste for too long. To ensure perfect results, use tahini paste instead. To get that signature numbing taste, we need Sichuan pepper oil. Don't just dump the peppercorns in the sauce, crush them in a mortar. Add them to a small saucepan. Pour in the oil and simmer over low heat for about 30 seconds. If you go longer, you can burn the peppercorns and kill the citrusy, numbing taste we are looking for. We want to capture those aromatics, not turn them into charcoal. When you see small bubbles and movement in your oil, you are done. While that oil cools, slice up some pickled cucumber. Authentic dandan noodles use Sichuan preserved vegetables, but if you can't find them, don't sweat it. Pickled cucumber is my go-to substitute. It gives you that necessary fermented tang without needing to hunt down a specialty shop. Let's cook the meat. Heat a pan over medium-high heat, add a little oil and wait for that shimmer. Add the ground pork and spread it out. This is crucial, do not stir it yet. Let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes to caramelize. That's how you get that deep, nutty crunch. Flip it and cook for another 2 minutes. That's the sound you want to hear. Then break it up. Now add those chopped cucumbers. Cook until the ingredients are well combined. Add Sichuan wine and let all that liquid boil off. If you don't evaporate all the moisture, your pork topping will end up soggy. For seasoning, I am using dark soy sauce. Then hoisin sauce. It is a perfect substitute if you cannot find sweet bean paste. And 5 spice powder. Stir it all together and keep cooking until the pan is dry. Thanks to this dryness, the pork stays crispy. While the pork rests, let's crush the peanuts. The secret to a perfect crush: a sturdy Ziploc bag. Squeeze out the air, fold it, and roll with pressure. If you pound them, they turn to dust. We want texture. For the bok choy, separate the leaves and plunge them in the same water you will use for the noodles for 30 to 60 seconds, then immediately rinse them in cold water. It keeps them vibrant green and crispy. As for the noodles, don't stress over finding fresh wheat noodles. I use ramen noodles for this. They hold the sauce perfectly. If your noodles are clumping, use more water or keep them moving. Rinse them under cold water right after cooking to stop the starch from gluing them together. Time to finish the sauce. Whisk your base, it will be thick. Add a few tablespoons of that hot, starchy water you boil noodles in. Stir until it hits a ribbon consistency. It's the bridge between the fat and the other ingredients. To serve, sauce on the bottom, then chili oil, noodles, bok choy, pork, green onion, crushed peanuts, and a final drizzle of chili oil. If it's too spicy, pull back on the oil. Now toss everything together and watch how the sauce clings to every single noodle. That's exactly what we were looking for. The numbing, the heat, the crunch from the pork, it all hits at once. When you make this at home, take that first bite while it's still warm. That's when everything comes together. For more recipes like this, check out my channel.